Paul, we're day one of this 5-day epic event. What are your thoughts?
It's hard to know at the moment now, but no, looking forward to it. It should be a good event, and there's a lot of work and preparation into the whole thing. We're planning it all year. So, listen, we'll take it as it comes, like, but just want to try and get through the night, you know, so it'll be important.
So yeah, just keen to get into it. It's going to be tricky, slippy, wet, cold, but that's part of the challenge. That's what it's all about. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, very excited. Quite, you know, I wouldn't say nervous, but you know, need to get going. Yeah, really excited to be here. Really excited to be doing it. Fantastic car. Incredible sort of 5 days of stages. Some of it rough, some of it slippy, some of it open and fast. So a bit of everything. Yeah, excited.
I think if we get through tonight, then we can have a look at what's going to happen the rest of the weekend. Weather's going to be very dependent on how the rally goes, and I think it's to be fairly rough, windy wise tomorrow evening.
All I'm hoping and praying is that we finish it as far as on a good result, good clean run, and that's all we can hope and pray for.
One left at 40, brake pole, narrow 6 right. We've been 40 of mere narrow 6 right. Cut exit into 4 left, hook plus plus, 200. 4 left, in exit okay. Repeat, 4 left, in exit okay, 80 up the middle.
Right minus, short 2 left plus into flat crest and 6 left in over crest and 4 right minus it into short 2 left plus, short 2 left plus into 6 right over crest, 40 tight 2 right into 2 left plus, don't cut, and 6 right over small crest, nips okay, into 6 left in, into short 4 right, 4 left, into 6 right, into 5 left, 40, short 5 right minus over crest, into brake short 5 left, into care tight, 4 right minus, only 30, short 2 left plus, C100.
Good, yeah. Perfect. Just transform the garlic.
Paul, you were second overnight. How did it go last night?
Good. I've never really driven in the dark, and it was sort of challenging to get it over last night. But yeah, we dropped a bit of time to Jason on it. I'm surprised that there, but today it's not been tucking me and him all day, like, so we're back up in the second place now in front of Oshin, so I'm happy with that.
I think at the moment we're about 11th, but yeah, it's been a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. Yeah, I'm driving well at moments and not so well the next minute, so it's a bit inconsistent, but we're keeping it on the island safe. Yeah, pretty simple.
We finished last night and we came out today and we had 3 really good stages this morning that we enjoyed, and now we're into this, and the sleet against the spotlights is nearly impossible to see at this stage, but look, we're here. We passed 4 cars in that last stage off, so we're happy to be here.
Posts into 1 left plus plus 100. 3 right hook plus plus 80. 1 left continues for 100 plus plus. Then 100. Late 5 left at trees and okay. Looking for 100 from now. 5 left at trees okay. Easy. 40. 3 right hook plus plus. And 2 left half long, tightens into 4 right in okay. With 2 left half long, tightens into 4 right in okay.
Up around to Pike. Came back down, and then that was the end of it. No good.
Ron, brutal conditions last night. It's Saturday morning. I think you've only just arrived half an hour ago. Can you tell us what happened?
Towards, I think it's stage 11 and 12, the weather conditions deteriorated, and then on the way back to service, we tried about 4 different routes, and there's trees down everywhere. So in the end, we stayed put, and like you just said, we got back 30 minutes ago.
I understand you spent the night in the service van.
Yeah, that's it. It was all huddled up.
So today is not running, but what are your thoughts for tomorrow into Wales, your home country?
Really looking forward to seeing the forests of North Wales tomorrow and some of South Wales on Monday.
150. Small crest into 3 left, plus plus in, 80. Crest and 6 right in, plus class Corey. He's crest and 6 right in, plus 6 here, 20. 5 right hook plus plus, 150. Small crest 20. 4 right hook plus plus, 100. Stay neat, 2 left into 6 left. In exit long, repeat 2 left into 6 left, in exit long. 100 over crest plus plus. 2 left long plus plus, 60. Crest plus plus, 100 up mid. Care loose, 2 left hook plus plus, 60.
Light in the middle. Yeah, this is it.
End of leg 4, how was that, Paul?
Well, we're leading the rally, so Wales Motorsport all the way here. So, listen, happy, but unbelievable tricky in there. But we've got to go yet, like, so we'll just not care. But listen, we just need to keep pushing on, just doing the right thing.
Well done, all the best.
Thank you.
How you doing? Good. Sasha, end of leg 4, how was that?
Yeah, it was a bit tough in there, to be honest. Didn't drive very well, but the leg was incredible. You know, there's, again, just stages that are bonkers. You know, a lot of ice. There's a lot of ice in this one as well, which there wasn't on the first pass. So just very tricky conditions. So we just kind of tried to manage it through that last stage. Bit frustrating, but there you go.
You're still here, driving for a finish tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're 2.5 minutes behind 11th. We're comfortably 12th, so we're just kind of exactly that, trying to have some fun along the way.
2. Finton, end of leg 4, how'd you get on?
Dodgy enough up the top. A lot of slippy stuff, ice, black ice, and it was just hard to get grip. Impossible nearly to get grip. So we just want to get home tonight.
You're still here, just trying to drive for a finish tomorrow?
Yeah, I would like to see where I'm going tomorrow. So hopefully some daylight stages.
Absolutely, well done, keep at it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Three stages in, 2 to go. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good this morning, actually. It's very slippy in Walsers, which I'm sure everyone's saying.
Yep.
And you can probably tell by the shapes of the cars coming around the corners.
Yep.
Cracken's amazing. Like, it's a really good stage, and the one before that was decent. No ice in there either. So yeah, just 2 to go. Yeah, it's important for us to get to the end. That's about it, really.
10th overall, I think. So no, doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, would have taken that if we'd started on Thursday with it, you know. But yeah, obviously still learning bits and pieces, but a bit of a better handle now.
Absolutely, yeah. Bring her home.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers. Thank you. Finton, it's the final day. You're 3 stages in, 2 to go. How are you getting on?
Getting on nicely. I must say that last stage was probably the best stage of the rally for me, because it was what I sort of envisaged as being forest rallying in England. There were no ruts. It was mighty space to use the car, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. And hopefully now when we go back into Walters for the second time, the earlier ice will have thawed and it'll be an easier run.
Fantastic. Yeah, that last stage is crooking. It's one of my favourites as well. So just driving for a finish now?
Well, I think I started that when I started the rally, so I've been driving for a finish from the very start. But look, it's been tricky, but I'm glad to be here, and I just hope that we do finish for the sake of the team and for the sake of my navigator.
Devastated to hear you went off. Could you tell us what happened, please?
I was just fast, but down onto there was a blind crest in the 6th right, and just got it wrong coming into it, just too fast, too deep. It's really about the height of it, and just slid wide, and I just went, there was a bank, and just went flipped onto our wheels again, back out over the bank, you know. But it's just one of them things, like, you know. So just got it. Hey, I can't believe just let everybody down, let Moraine down, you know.
None of us can believe it, but unfortunately, as they say, that's rallying, and we'll see you in a couple of years, no doubt.
For sure, like, we just feel so bad for all the lads that put so much work into it, Moraine especially, and all my family here, like, so, and all the lads help, like, I'm sorry for that, you know, so that's it.
Absolutely, so sorry, and hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, take a day or two.
Sasha, you're here at the finish. Fantastic 10th place. Sum the last 5 days up for us.
Yeah, it's just been a bit of everything. I mean, it's been unbelievable in terms of weather, in terms of organisation. Miriam and his team have just been unbelievable for us. So yeah, been a fantastic 5 days. Obviously we had that down day that nobody could appreciate, and the organisers to pull it all back together and get us into the forest in Wales has just been great. So yeah, hell of an event. Ready for some sleep and a pint.
100%.
The opposite order, actually. Probably a pint and then some sleep. So
fantastic, well done.
Thanks a lot. See you guys.
Thank you. Cheers. Roger, it's a couple of weeks after the Roger Albert Clark disappointing Thursday night. Can you just tell us what happened, please?
So we got caught out by a patch of ice within the first mile, and quite a long straight over a crest and then another straight, and got caught by some ice, couldn't get enough speed off for a medium left, and I realised I was carrying too much speed, tried to boot out of the corner, and in doing that didn't quite get round it and tumbled over a few times, put us in a bog that we couldn't really get out of, and decent bit of damage to the car, and I'd hurt my ribs a little bit, so I was in a bit of pain, so we sort of realised that we weren't going to be carrying on.
I understand a few cars went off there. You obviously saw a couple of those incidents.
Yes, there was 3 of us who went off there in total. I think it would have been quite a few more if we started slowing cars down once we realised that it was a problem, and we realised that the ice was there. It was a tricky corner early in an event. These long events is what I've tried to concentrate on and do well in, and it's not a great mistake to allow to happen at that stage in the event. But I was obviously just carrying too much speed too early in the event, and couldn't bring things together to get around that corner, which ultimately proved to be a pretty bad mistake. But I had the steering wheel and the pedals, so unfortunately that lies with me.
You'll both live to fight another day, both you and the car. But Roger, looking forward to next year. Do you have any plans?
Nothing firm yet. We'll get the car back straight. There's a bit to do on the car, mostly panels, and quite a few hours getting the car ready again. So Marion's guys will get stuck into that early in the new year. Focus is still to try and do the Silver Fern next November. So the car's going to need to go fairly early in the year for that. Might try and do a European tarmac or tarmac stroke gravel event, and I'll just get into talking with Marion about maybe doing some of the BHRC rounds, possibly even looking at that championship. So yeah, there's a bit to move on to. We've got over this. Life goes on. Had an accident on a rally. Disappointed. Feel a bit silly. On to next year. Get the car straight, and we'll go again.
Sounds fantastic. All quite interesting. And then RAC 2023.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the best. It's one of the best events probably in the world now, and I've heard that they're trying to scale it up even more, and so it's going to be even more of a challenge. Marathon events are what I've tried to focus on and done okay on in the past. Not this time, but I think they'll continue to be a focus of mine. I think it normally suits my driving, and the car's reliability from Wales Motorsport obviously is
is significant. You've got to get round these events, and certainly be looking at that in 2023.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thanks.
Marion, we're at the finish of what's been a very challenging 5 days. Can you briefly sum up how things went, please?
Obviously, it's been a fairly gruelling event. Probably we knew that it was going to be, because it's the RAC normally is. That's what the Roger Albert Clark is known for, and that's why everybody comes to do it from everywhere. But it's been a little bit harder than what expected, and we knew it was going to be. But yeah, it's a difficult one for a couple of the crews in the team, in the 5, because obviously we lost Roger very early on in the first stage. He was obviously going to stamp his mark down early on, and unfortunately it didn't work this time. Roger will come back stronger, because obviously you learn from these things and these little mishaps, whatever. But then we had obviously Paul and Gordon. They were really taking it to the other guys at the head of the field. And to be fair to Paul is not in his home territory. He comes to fight these guys in their own different little patches that they've got in the UK. You got guys in different places which are fast, but he comes and goes fast everywhere. Yeah. And I think he put his stamp down on Friday. Because if you add the times up, he was doing really well. So I was really impressed with Paul, to be fair to him, and obviously Gordon with him. It's a team effort. And yeah, Finton then and Sasha. Sasha finished 10th, which is absolutely great, because he'd only done one small little event before now. He hadn't driven an Escort before then, and he came straight into the RAC and he's finished 10th. So it's very impressive from Sasha and James. They did extremely well, to be fair. Not a mark on the car. Finton and Cormac, they again zero experience really on gravel. I think they've done a couple from what I understand in their own car back in Ireland. So they came over and they finished the event. Not a mark on the car again. And then Ron and Mark Clotworthy, they finished as well. And yeah, so all in all, we're probably quite proud of the reliability we showed. That was the main thing for me and my boys, the boys and team we put together. That's what we're looking for, is reliability, to show and put a stamp out there to what we can produce, because the RAC is gruelling, it's hard. The forests are rough in places, and it takes a toll on the cars, and a lot of cars. But to be fair, our cars were really good. They didn't really take hardly anything to run them. They were good from start to finish. So that was basically what we were looking for. And then it's up to the crews to do what they want to do. And if they want to push on and try and win the event or whatever, that's entirely up to them. But these things do happen when you do that. The mistakes can eventually, it does happen. And it did happen with us this weekend with Roger and Paul. But as I said, them both will come back hard in 23, I would think, and take it to these local Welsh, English boys in their home territory again. I'm sure they will. That's for sure.
All the cars I think this weekend were running engines you've built. Engines perform well?
Of course, yes. That's another, I'll call it a feather in our cap, really. It's something we've started to do lately, and there's a number of engines out there already, which we're really happy with. And yeah, 4 from the 5 cars this weekend had our engines. Paul, Roger, Finton and Sasha. They both had our engines, and again, a couple of spark plugs because it's been so cold in the morning, just to get them fired up a couple of times, and that's probably it. The cars have been perfect, a couple of oil changes, and really happy, because we've been looking to put an engine together that's good in the forest, good for torque, and try and get it, bottom and top is what you really want to try and get with an engine, but it's hard with a carburettor to do that. So yeah, no, we're really happy with the way they're performing. It's something we've been working on for a while, really, to be able to produce in-house, because now obviously near enough the whole car, bar the gearbox, really is in-house. So we're pretty proud of that, really. But I've got to say as well, you know, this can't be, this couldn't have been done this weekend without a lot of people behind the job. It's not just me, you know, that I'm just somebody that just, you know, just takes the bollocks off everybody all the time. But basically, it's, you know, my wife, they always say behind a good man there's a good woman. I'm not saying I'm a good man, but I've got a good woman. But no, she's worked extremely hard. A serious amount of hours she's done to organise all this, down to the catering side of it, you know, to the hotels and the emails and all this kind of stuff. So it's big, you know, thank you to her, obviously. But then the management boys and the service boys, there's a number of them. I can't start naming them because I probably wouldn't get through them all, because I think there were about 29 of us in the whole team. Without them, the cars don't run. Yes, we can do our work in the workshop beforehand, but they still need to be looked after. And these boys were very good boys. But then again, we had, you know, a couple of meetings, couple of like sessions on the car, and just run through a few things with guys putting a few different ideas into, you know, what to look out for and what to do and when to do it and this and the other, just to make sure they're kept in tip top. And it proved to be like that. Really happy with that, to be honest.
Fantastic, and well done to you all. It's hugely impressive, and look forward to do it again, perhaps in a couple of years' time.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna look at this over the next few weeks and try and work it out in my head whether I will do it again in 23. It's one of them. It's a lot of work. It's a serious amount of work to run that operation. Will I do it again in 23 and run that amount of cars? I'm not sure. I'll take a bit of a briefing on that one and see where we are with it.
Okay, no, well done to you all, and thanks very much.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.